Hello and welcome to the Shero Coffee Club's Shero Speaks session. Now, if you are not familiar with our Shero Speaks session, you know what that tells me? You have not been to our website. So, you know what I want you to do? Of course, I want you to get down and over to sherocoffee.com. That's sherocoffee.com because in our Shero Speaks session, it's all about preserving the stories, the experiences of women who serve. Shero Coffee Club is all about sip your coffee, speak your truth, and serve and support others. And that is what we are all about at Shero Coffee Club. Now, today is really special. And when I say special, you guys, I mean super special. And it's special because this is our first Shero Speaks interview format. Now, normally you'll see a woman veteran just telling her story, but this is the first time I've ever done a Shero Speaks interview. And I am so proud of the person that we are interviewing. And I am honored about this United States Marine Corps veteran and Shero Coffee Club ambassador, Ivanna Hall. So, what we want to do is give her a warm welcome and bring her on the stage. Hello.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever anybody is watching this. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So neat to see you. Now, if you guys have not seen her bag, if you're watching our Shero Coffee Club YouTube channel, this is what her bag looks like. I always have to do this. Now, I will not read her story, so that means her narrative until you go and watch every Sunday our YouTube channel, Shero Coffee and Conversations. So you have to go to Shero Coffee and Conversations on our YouTube channel to hear her narrative, but you have the honor and privilege of seeing her and hearing from her directly today. So we don't want to take up any more time. So we are just going to start with the. Is that okay, Angel?
Yes.
I'm calling her Angel, and we both know where that name Angel came from. But I'm gonna it just her name is Ivana, but we call her Angel. So the first question is, after the military, what became some of your personal hobbies or passions once you left the Marine Corps?
Personal hobbies and passions of mine has always been music ever since I could walk. So naturally, I just love to learn different instruments. I would like to learn as many instruments as possible, and so far I'm currently on 3 instruments so far.
Oh wow.
4
Oh my
4
goodness.
if you count singing.
So what are those instruments?
So I started playing piano when I was 9 years old. Then I started playing guitar about, like, 12 years old, and now that I'm older, I wanted to learn something new, and now I'm on the drum set.
Oh my goodness. So why the drums as opposed to any other like instrument? Why do you think the drums you had a desire to play the drums instead of other instruments?
Well, I wanted to play the drums right now just because I feel like the drums is like the heartbeat of
Mm.
music. It really is the what sets the pace in a song sometimes. If you play the drums really fast, if you play it really soft, it can really change the genre of the
Mhm.
song or even just the tempo of the song, and I love that the drums has that sort of power and control that other instruments don't have. So, I love the
Wow.
drums.
Wow. And now singing, I know I'm sure you've been singing since you were a kid as well. So what are some of your favorite songs to sing? And are alto, what is it? Alto, soprano? What voice do you sing in?
So, I took 4 years of choir in my high school, and I've always been an alto, and songs that I do like to sing, I like to sing anything Whitney Houston and anything
Oh,
Mariah Carey, anything Christina Aguilera. Those are my 3 favorites.
oh my gosh, blow. But you know, those sisters can blow. I know, I already know. You and she wrote Uncork. We might have to have you belt out a tune or two.
I
That
don't know,
would
we'll
be
see, because 'cause I'm still shy.
that would be so lovely to have. So I want you to share a little bit. We know kind of like about your passions and your hobbies. Share a little bit about your journey and what you're doing now after, because a lot of times when you see videos of women veterans, they're always talking about the military experience. So what I'd like to do is talk about what happens after. I think that's the good aspect that that explored often. So what are you doing now? What career are you pursuing? Because you left in, was it 2020?
Yes.
Okay, so you ETS, you got out, you transitioned in 2020. So what has been your career path, or what are you looking to do?
So, right now, I currently left my job at the airport. So, um I was working at the airport, and naturally I just completely fell in love and gravitated towards everything aviation. And so I decided to leave the airport to pursue something even higher than what I was currently doing, which was
Mhm.
being a ramp agent. So I was essentially just putting the luggages on and off the plane, delivering the luggages to the baggage claim area, but I wanted to do something more. I wanted to do aviation maintenance. I feel like it's a higher profession, a higher calling of mine, and I wanted to basically chase after the big bucks and do something bigger than what I was already doing.
Wow, that's amazing. And definitely, we are in full support of your next career move. And congratulations. It's always good
Thank
to
you.
step into something and then have a larger vision. Like you said, there wasn't anything wrong with what you were doing, but by you being around it, it gave you a larger vision. And having a larger vision is what we need to grow as human beings. I think it's a wonderful idea, a great vision, and I'm sure you're going to have a great journey. So let's talk about the influences or the people who influenced you in your life. So who would you say has been significant, who or what has been a significant influence in your life?
You know what? I love this question because I can't necessarily pinpoint a particular person, whether it's a celebrity, a musician, an actress, anything like that. My influence or who impacts me the most in life is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm so loud and proud about that. I just God is my everything, and I am created in his image. So he's my influence, if you wanna say. He's what impacts me the most, and I really don't look towards anyone else but him, so that would be my my everything. He's my everything.
I have to 100% agree with you on that, because when if you tend to follow man, man is fallible. We make mistakes. And so that is wonderful to have our Savior, Jesus Christ, as the head of your life and your greatest inspiration. I mean, you could not go wrong with that. So we move
Yeah.
into I want to move into self-care. Because one of the things that's important is self-care. And when I say self-care, there are different aspects of self-care. It can be financial self-care, mental health care, it can be, relaxation, not stressing those. So self-care runs is a large range of things. So when I talk about self-care, tell me what are some of your favorite ways to relax and unwind, and how important is that type of self to you?
Self-care is so important, and I believe in this saying that everybody knows when you look good, you feel good. So my favorite way of unwinding is, especially after a long day, just taking a nice, really long full body shower, exfoliating, shaving, just really getting into your hair. And after coming out of the shower, I just like to do my makeup, do my hair, just feel good about myself. Makeup for me is very therapeutic, very creative. So it's a good time for me to just even practice makeup. Even if I'm not going out, I still just like to practice. That's just because it just makes me feel good and I like it. And for me, that's a form of self-care. So that's my favorite way to unwind and relax.
So I gotta ask you, a lot of hair. Mm, so what is your like? Look, I have no sides, no hair wigs, but what is your process for getting for going through that entire self-care thing when you have to wash your hair and blow dry it, and does that take a long time, or how does that go?
For my hair, actually, I don't ever blow dry my hair. I let it air dry.
Mhm.
So if I do ever have like after shower hair, I
Yeah,
just brush it out, put some product in it, and just let it air dry, honestly. And
that
then
is a
once it
blessing.
is fully dry, just curl it a little bit. I'm trying to avoid heat, so I just let it
Oh
air dry.
wow, that is such a blessing. Would you call it after shower hair?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Would you call it after shower hair? Is that what you called it?
After shower hair. Pretty much.
I
I like
love
to let
it.
my hair air dry.
I absolutely love it. So we're gonna move from that, from self-care to talk about some things that you have personally accomplished and that you are particularly proud of. One of the things, we always try to help women explore and boost their self-esteem. And a lot of times we don't look at what we've accomplished or the things that we've done. We just continue to move on. And sometimes we need to take a look back and say, wow, I did that. So tell me, what are some of the things that you are particularly proud of that you've done or been a part of?
I think one obvious one would be joining the Marine Corps. That's a very big accomplishment, something that I'm very proud of. But besides, towards the end of boot camp when I received my Eagle Glove and Anchor and was given the title, uh, United States Marine, it's even before that, even just making the decision to say, "You know what? I'm not gonna go to college right now," because I made the decision while I was a senior in high school. I made the decision to say, "You know what? I don't wanna go to college right now. I wanna serve my country," and I think that decision is a big accomplishment in itself in a way, if that makes sense, because a lot of people, they say that they wanna do things and they never do it.
Right.
People say that they want to accomplish this, they want to, start a business, they wanna open a store, they want to do they wanna start a YouTube channel, they want to do these things, but it's always an idea in their head. It's always a thought, and for me, it was a thought and then an action.
Yeah. Oh wow. So it's from that you bring up a great point, going from ideation to manifestation, and the leap of faith, the work that has to be done in between. So yeah, and the Marine Corps, I mean, it speaks say anything. A woman veteran, United States Marine Corps, that is enough said. And so now we're just gonna move into our last question. What are you looking forward to, and what do you want to leave with the audience?
What am I looking forward to? Mm, I would say I'm just looking forward to the blessings that God has for me in the future. I'm very excited to graduate my school so that I can get my A&P license, so that I can
I know.
hopefully become an aviation mechanic. So that's very exciting.
Okay. All right. Well, that is it, you guys. This is Ivana, Shero Coffee Club ambassador and United States Marine Corps veteran. Thank you so much, Ivana.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Be blessed.
You as well. Thank you.